Hey everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, it's Monday at 10:30 and we're here for another real estate talk with Beth, where each week we talk real estate here on Bolivar Peninsula, from the Bolivar Ferry to the Highland Bridge, from the beachfront to the bay side. In the first week of every month, we do the market.
The market report. You ready?
Yep, let's go through. And what Beth does on this is she gives a total breakdown. You give houses that were listed, houses that went under contract, prices, average price.
Sold.
But the average is for all of them.
All of them. Bay to beach, like you said, high on to the ferry, so it encompasses everything. And
beachfront are more expensive than maybe 3 or 4 rows back. So I just
most of the time
let everyone know that this is an average. So let's get to
okay,
it.
let's go to it. All right. So here we are. There's me.
July market report.
There you go. Okay, so the average sold price for the month of July, was $674,522. So that is, like you said, everything all across the market. Yeah, that's up from last month of 27% because, you said, wow, that seems like more.
It does.
Well, I think it's because we had a lot of the villas at Rollover Bay closed last month or in June, and then we had larger homes closed this past month in July. And then the average price per foot was $353
and
overall.
That's what it sold for?
That's what it sold for, correct. You're getting this.
Yeah, after a year.
So that's not very much different than last month. I mean, in June, the price per foot, that overall sales price was higher.
Right.
Okay. Why didn't it go? Okay. Right now, we have 297 houses on the market. That is a lot of houses to have on the market at one time.
I've said this for the last 3 months. We hadn't had that many houses on the market down here, and you and I, we did a show last week talking about
being a buyer's market.
Yeah, end of season, homes typically go on. People are going to look at what they did this year, and I just think, and I'm not a realtor, I just think we're going to see more homes go on the market.
That's going to be a lot of homes on the market, a lot of active homes.
I wouldn't be surprised if by February or March, 230 homes 330 homes on the market.
That's a lot of houses.
Yeah, because you're fixing to show how big of a supply that is.
Right, yeah. So that's up 0.05% compared to June.
That's not that much, though. Really.
No, it's not. Well, we're at 288 houses in June. July's 297, so there wasn't that much go up.
Right.
And I added a slide in here this time to include houses that either withdrew, terminated, or expired. So the average price for houses on the market is $402. And if you go back, I said the average price for houses that sold was $350. So there's a $50 gap in there per foot, which is a lot. That's why houses are sitting on the market, because we're overpriced. And that number hasn't changed. We have a 14-month supply. It's definitely a buyer's market.
That's a year and a half ago, a house didn't stay on the MLS for 24 hours.
Right.
Before it went under contract. Now they're staying on 14. We've got a 14-month supply, and I think you show how many days it stays on the market.
Yeah. So, and I said this last week, if you're a buyer and you're looking to buy something, the cards are all in your favor. You can be picky. You can make those deals happen because you got so much inventory there.
Well, and the other thing is, you and I have talked about this, and some other people have talked about it, the interest rate.
Yeah.
And yes, it's higher than it has been, but it's not as high as it has been in the past.
It's higher than it's been in my real estate career.
But you can always refinance. If you find now's the time to get that good price.
You can get that good price now.
And you can always go back when the interest rate drops and refinance it and get the better interest rate.
Right. Yeah, you can. So that's one great thing. And then, you know, I've talked about patience. Watch the deals.
Right.
Because they're going to come up. And
we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
About
patience is a virtue. Mm-hmm. The average days on the market is 99 days. That's a lot. That's up too.
Okay, 99 days. So you put a house on the market September 1st, or right after Labor Day. September, October, November, December. That's the end of the year. Actually, January probably before you're going to close. So if you're wanting to get into that a short-term rental, now's the time.
That's a good time. Yeah.
Now's the time to actually start looking, so that even if they have bookings on it already,
it doesn't take that long to close, though. If you're looking to sell, you're going to figure that it's going to take you at least that many days to sell the property.
What's typical on closing if they have
30 to 45 days.
Okay.
Lenders aren't that busy right now. Inspectors aren't busy. Surveyors aren't busy. Appraisers aren't busy. So
you can get it turned quicker.
You can get it turned quicker, yeah. We had 18 houses go into contract last month. July. And that's down from June. Okay. I added this slide to show, you know, because we have all these houses on the market, but not very many of them are selling. So where are they all going? Well, a lot of them are expiring, terminating or withdrawing from the market. So you don't, if you really want to sell, you don't want to be in this category.
You know, and how many of these homes, we saw it a lot, and I always see it down here. Someone puts their house on the market, and it's really not priced.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Right. And they do that, and I've always said, you're looking for that one family that he's told her, we're going to buy a beach house, and all of a sudden she says, we're going to do it now. And she falls in love with that house. And so, but now there's more houses to choose from on that. And so, you know, you can't go in now and say, I want, you know, okay, the average price may be $352. I want $450. It's not going to sell. It's going to sit.
It's going to sit. Yeah.
And you do price analysis
for all my clients. Yeah.
When someone calls you to sell or someone calls you to buy, you go in and get those numbers that's happening now, so you know you can help them make a decision on and give them advice. Yeah,
well, and when buyers say, well, what do you think I should offer? Well, let's look at the numbers, because I'm not emotional about it. I'm not in your pocketbook. I'm just going to show you what the numbers are, and you make the decision on where you want the offer to be. I'm going to look at it by the numbers and by fact category.
Right.
Buyers sometimes get emotions involved, so that's where
sellers are emotionally attached to homes.
Yeah.
And a lot of them, you know.
Not so much here, though. A lot of it's business here.
But I've seen some people that, I mean, it kills them after they've had it 30 years
yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the slide which breaks everything down for us. So we had 3 beachfront properties that sell, and they were big.
Big houses.
They were big houses, and the average price was $375. One of them was like 6,000 square feet. Yeah, big house. First and second row, the average price per foot was $390. We had 5 sell there. Third and back, there was 8, and that price was 3 or 4. And then Bayside, there were 4, and the average was $299. And that's just a breakdown. So if you're looking and you have a house, let's say it's third row and back, your average price per foot is $304.
Right.
Oh, that's me. Oh, wait a minute. I've got something to discuss. So
yeah,
I have a bonus slide that you're not going to be able to put in the thing. So I went back 5 years, and, you know, you're always saying, well, things are going to go back to that 2019 number pre-pandemic. Let me put this over here. So I don't
spill my... She's going to knock the coffee cup off.
Let's hope not. So, okay, in 2019, I went back and looked at what sold in July. There were 14 houses that sold, and they sold for $223 a foot.
Okay, we just had, you had how many closed?
18.
18 in July. So that number's really not off that much.
Well, I'm sorry, 20 houses that closed
Okay.
in
2019?
2023.
23.
In 2019, it was 14. Okay. In 2020, we had 31 sell, and the average price was $235. So that was the beginning of the pandemic, and things started ramping up. In 2021, there were 36 houses that sold, and the average price was $297. So we're ticking up. In 2022, which we were at the height of the frenzy, yeah, because they had already started raising those interest rates, and people had locked in with their lender a low interest rate, so it was a frenzy. We had 23 houses sell, and the average price was $405.
Man, that's a jump. From 2 what to 405?
223 to 405. So
Yeah.
today we sold 20 and we're at $353 a foot. So we've seen a decrease. We're probably going to see more of a decrease because of the number of the houses on the market.
I wonder, and this includes, when you buy a house like this, it includes the land, the septic, the power, everything. I wonder what it cost to build a house. If you built one of these houses now versus back then.
Well, I know that builders, you're averaging about $250 a foot.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
okay.
You've got
so that's
your name,
the end of the show.
You've got your name up there. You've got your website up there.
I have my phone number up there.
Everything you wanted is just not scrolling. We hadn't got that far yet, but we're working on it. So, your new office, how's that coming?
I don't know. They were doing something over there today, so.
Not
I don't go over and micromanage.
When do you think you'll be able to get in it?
Gosh, I hope it's about a month away. Hopefully,
cool.
Yeah.
That'll be neat. And it's catty corner right behind her existing office.
Right.
Actually, I think you've homesteaded a place in the tourism, in the conference room.
I have in the conference room.
So that's just part of the benefit. So, well, Beth, if people want to get a hold of you.
There's my phone number. Call me. There's my phone number is what I should be saying, right? We're looking at a screen over here. Call me. You can reach me on our website. You can text me. I'm really good about responding back. I look forward to hearing from you if you have any questions, and go ahead and do your spiel.
She's local. She's here on Bolivar. And I can tell you, we do these market reports every month, and that's not counting the phone calls that I get during the week that says, hey, this is what's happening, I've got a new house that we need to go shoot. And so she really works for her customers. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, she's going to go out of her way to make sure you get the best deal possible or the best price possible. So you can see our show every Monday at 10:30 here. It's Real Estate Talk with Beth, the only real estate show that I know of in Southeast Texas.
I don't know.
Really?
I was looking at others today to see what I could find.
Cool. So we're going to head on out. We'll see you next Monday at 10:30 for another show of Real Estate Talk with Beth. Until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye.
110 Realty Group on Bolivar Peninsula, located in Crystal Beach, Texas, believes finding the perfect home or property is a necessity for every client. That it's crucial to provide relevant, up-to-date information on the market, properties, and homes for sale to each and every seller or buyer. Keeping up with the market in today's world is how 110 Realty Group exceeds expectations for their clients. 110 Realty Group in Crystal Beach, Texas are your real estate sales professionals, both in beach home sales and property sales. Finding the perfect custom home on Bolivar Peninsula is a specialty of Beth Terminella and Leslie Armstrong. Keeping up with the daily changes and available homes, properties, and the changing market makes 110 Realty Group the choice for several custom builders for spec homes and investors looking for short-term rentals, along with home buyers looking for that perfect beach house for their family. 110 Realty Group for all your real estate needs on Bolivar Peninsula, in Galveston County, and across Texas.